Stacy from Life Gets Organized, and today I wanted to talk to you about this awesome trunk organizer from Starlings. I don't know if you saw my other video, I'm going to link to it down here, about the car organization that I use in my own car, and actually it involves this trunk organizer because I've had mine for over 9 years. Absolutely love it, and you can see in that other video how much stuff, and I'll kind of show you a little bit in this video, but how much stuff you can get in here. It is so important when you are organizing to contain things. That's one of our 10 rules that we philosophize is to contain as much as you possibly can. And this is the container I have chosen for the back of my car. I think it's amazing. What I like about it are a couple of key points. I like first and foremost, that it's sturdy. It is made out of some durable stuff. It's not going anywhere. I don't know about you, but I tried a bunch of trunk organizers before, and one of them I thought I had pretty good. I went grocery shopping. I put a cantaloupe in it. I turned around a corner and, you know, the cantaloupe went rolling. It took the organizer. I had food everywhere. I was so frustrated because it had the compartments. It was a trunk organizer, but it just wasn't sturdy enough. It wasn't what I needed. And when I found this one, I mean, like I said, I've had mine for over 9-10 years. I use it every day, all day. Keep it in the back of my car. It's a lifesaver. The other thing is it's made out of a great fabric. So if my dog jumps in a mud puddle, my kid gets caught in a rainstorm, I mean, we're trashing this thing constantly. It doesn't matter because we can just wipe it off. It's got more pockets than I know what to do with here on the side and in the front. I mean, you can cram a lot of stuff in here. It has 2 main compartments in here, and that's what I use for everything. But there's a lot of different ways to use this. I'm going to show you a couple of them here in a minute. The other big thing is that it's so easy to move around. So it's, oops, I didn't grab the right handle. It's got handles here. So what I'll find myself doing is, like I said, I need stuff in my car. You all do, right? So for me, I was walking the dog and I wouldn't have the right stuff. The leash, the gloves, the collar, the jacket, things I needed. And then, first aid stuff. So I live in earthquake country. I travel over a mountain pass. You just never know if you're going to get in a car accident. So I've got first aid. I've got, water bottle. I've got different things like that in here. I've got an extra coat. I've got, just stuff that I kind of kept throwing in the back of the car. And the funny thing is, this is what I think is interesting. We try, right? I mean, the hardest thing about getting organized is you try. You try so hard. And sometimes it just doesn't work. So I'm going to show you a couple of things here about trying and not quite getting there and why this is the end-all solution for your car. So my dog, so I needed something to put all the dog stuff in. So inside of here is like the water bottle, the dish, the treats, the leash, the poop bags, all this kind of stuff. So I thought, okay, well, I don't want all that stuff rolling around in the trunk of my car, so I will get an organizer. I had this extra backpack. It's perfect. I can just grab it out. I know what's in here. Easy. So, okay, I put that in the trunk. Well, then I found this awesome first aid kit from AAA. It has everything I need in here. It's in a case. It's got Band-Aids and gauze and, the whole 9 yards. Okay, good. So I put that in the back of my car. Well, sometimes I need an extra backpack or a bag or something if we're going to go, to the zoo or go hiking or do something. Okay, this is portable, right? In its own container. I got that in the back of the trunk. Well, sometimes I need an extra coat, so I kind of want to keep that in the back, especially now that it's getting to be winter and holidays and I'm traveling, and I just want to make sure that I have all that. So that's in the back of my car. So before I had the trunk organizer, I had organization, but I didn't have, it wasn't working for me. So all of this stuff was still in the back of my car, and it's still rolling around. And if you needed something, or if you were, this was ended up over here, and this would be over here, and I couldn't find it. The nice thing about this is you just throw and go, and that is my motto, people. You need to throw and go, but you can contain it, right? So I have all of that stuff, but now it's in one easy spot. The thing that's nice, you can see it's portable. It has, a ton of stuff in here. It's sturdy. It's just so nice. I mean, there's so much junk in here, and now I don't have to worry about it. I can keep, there's tape in here because when I would go to the post office and mail packages, I kept forgetting tape, right? And then you have to buy a new roll for $4.99, and that was making me so mad. So now I can keep it in here. I mean, there's a bunch of dumb stuff in here, but it's not rolling around the trunk of my car. And it's just really nice. So I have so much stuff in here. And how I use mine is that this side over here tends to be my kind of just access, like what I use. So the dog's jackets, my daughter's soccer ball, my scarves, the first aid kit, the leashes, all that sort of stuff. So I'm using this pretty much constantly. But on the other side, I sort of have my emergency stuff in case I do get caught in a snowstorm or you know, an earthquake, or just traveling and wanting to be safe. So I've got an extra coat for me and my daughter. I've got, you know, a towel. I've got the snow scraper to the car, which I have a garage, so I don't often need this, but if I'm parked out, you know, in a parking lot or something, I need this. So I have water in case I need it. So this is sort of my emergency side. But again, right, most of you are not keeping an emergency kit in your car because it's annoying. I mean, where do you put all that stuff and how do you pack it? Now, the cool thing I like about this, so I'm just going to show you. I mean, seriously, it holds so much stuff. I mean, first of all, no, we probably really shouldn't keep all of this stuff in our car, but I have to say, this particular side of all the stuff I'm taking out, I probably use like 3 times a week. I mean, I'm constantly accessing this, and it's really nice to have it in there and not, you know, having a problem. But in the bottom here, they've got these bottom parts. And so let's say you don't need as much junk in your car as I do. The cool thing about this is you can make it a smaller size. So it buckles up here, it just stores like this, and you've got an easy cube. So let's say you don't have the dog, the kid, you know, whatever. Or let's say you want to use it for work. So let's say you keep files, or maybe you do sales and you've got products or pamphlets or something like that in the back of your car. This is really nice because then too, right, you can just take it in. Like if you, let's say you do medical sales and you've got samples and, you know, you want to carry it in or whatever. I mean, I'm just trying to give you an idea of what's nice about this. Or, you know, let's say you only need it for when you are traveling over the holidays. The other really cool thing about this is it doesn't have to be in the trunk. I mean, I do keep mine in the trunk fully loaded all the time, but you could fold up both sides of this and just store it like in the house and pull it out when you need it. So a couple of ways you could do that. Let's say you're going grocery shopping, as I mentioned earlier with the cantaloupe, and you want, you know, to use this. So you could fold up both sides, carry this into the store, you know, put it in the bin, fill it up, take it out to the car. If you're going to Costco, I don't know about you, but, you know, they don't give you the bags anymore. So it's nice. You could keep an empty one of these in your car. You could put all of your stuff in here and then just carry this into the house, which makes it so much easier. So I really wanted to kind of point out that there's a couple of different ways that you need organization in your car. How I particularly use this product is to just keep all of my stuff that I use all the time in the back of the car, in the trunk, and it's just organized. It's nice, it's contained, it's ready to go. So I really like this. There's a lot of different ways you can use it. The other thing that you can do too is, you know, like with kids or activities, let's say you've got, you know, the sports gear, you've got like the baseball gear, and you've got the hockey gear, or, you know, you've got your hiking gear or whatever. And so what's nice is you could just leave all of that in here and then put it in the garage or, you know, in your house someplace. And then when you're going hiking or you're going to do something, you just throw this in the back of the car. You've got it. You don't have to worry about getting the inside of this dirty or muddy or, you know, poking a hole in it with anything. I mean, that's not going to happen. So you could also put it in the back seat when you're traveling with your kids for a trip. You know, the Legos, the books, the water bottles, the snacks, all that stuff can sit in between two kids, and that way you've got instant organization and spots that you can have in there. So again, car organization, it's a killer because, you know, you got to have it. I mean, seriously, who carries all this stuff in their car? We all do. We've all tried to get organized, and sometimes it's really hard. So I just wanted to show you what I use, how I use it, how you can use it. We're giving this away this weekend on our website, so run on over to Life Gets Organized. If you don't happen to win it or you want to buy it, we'll put a link to it on there. Again, it's the car trunk organizer from Starlings. We're really happy to have them sponsor this video. But even if they didn't, I would tout this, and I do actually talk about it in my other car organization video, because this thing has just been a lifesaver for me, and I hope it's going to be a lifesaver for you. If you've got any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down there. Give us a subscribe, hit that subscribe button so any videos that we have coming out in the future you'll be able to see, and I hope you guys have a great holiday season.